Welcome back, guys. I've just gotten off night shift out here in the oil and gas field.
I'm fucking beat, man. 12-hour night shift done in the oil field.
You know, don't mind the energy, we're a bit low. And the sound, I don't know how the quality will be. I've got generators and shit around me. Let's get into it. We are officially in fight week. UFC 329. Max Holloway versus Conor McGregor. The Mac is back. The Mac is back. Excited. Excited is an understatement. Very big understatement. Last time he fought, broke his leg against GOAT. The GOAT is going to be bad. It's going to be real bad.
It's going to be bad. Bro, it's going to be bad. Oh, bro.
Dustin Diamond Poirier broke his leg. His leg broken. The kick was checked. It was definitely checked.
There's no check. There was not one of them I checked. Your wife is in me DMs, hey baby.
Get into this. Today we will be sort of breaking down the two fighters themselves, Holloway and McGregor, why it is different from the last time they fought. But yeah, that's planned for now. Let's get into it. Last time these two guys fought was 2013, so what's that? 13 years ago. 13 years. Changes a lot. The last time they fought was at 145 pounds. So they're both going to be fighting now at 170. And Max was young. You can't forget that Max was young. He was only 21, which now 13 years later, he's now 34, which is still, it's relatively maybe kind of young. Let's recap on what happened their first fight. Let's go through this first. So Conor was a very hungry prospect at the time, right? He had one of the sharpest, as we all know, left hands, as he is southpaw. You know that. The OG karate stance, McGregor, easily probably one of the greatest versions of McGregor. We all know 13 second knockout, 13 seconds. Yeah, 13 seconds. So we know Conor McGregor won a decision. Unanimous decision as well, can't forget that, after tearing his ACL. So during that fight, if you don't remember, if you don't know, he tore his ACL during that fight. Early, I can't remember what round, but early in the fight he tore his ACL and went on to still beat a 21-year-old Max Holloway, can't forget that. Sort of the very short version of what happened during that fight. Now let's fast forward, right? 13 years later, Max Holloway, one of the greatest how do we say, volume strikers now. He's very volume heavy. We all know he's got power in his hands. Put you out, Jackson gave you shadow. So let's talk about what changes things for both guys fighting at 170. First, let's start with Max. We sort of kind of see and know what Conor sort of brings at a higher weight compared to where he used to fight. We kind of already know, so let's start with Max, right? Every time Max has fought, he's relied heavily on his pace, right? Because we all know he's had some very big 5-rounders. We know he can go the distance. McGregor, a bit different. I can't remember if it's a 3 or 5 round fight. I'll put it here. We know he doesn't have to rely on that one punch power. We know that he can. We know that he can sort of bring that power, but he doesn't really need to. We also know that Max is very tall not very tall, but taller for his weight class. So him sort of coming up to 170, I can't sort of tell. It might make him a better overall fighter because his body, he probably walks around 170 to 180. That's probably what he's walking around at. So for him to come into a fight, right, at 170 pounds, we're probably going to see a much healthier Max Holloway, rather than him trying to cut all his weight down to then get into a fight. We might see a heavier puncher. We might see more power in the hands of Holloway when it comes to this fight. Right? What changes that for the fight? We all know McGregor is heavy on making you pay for overreaching. We know this from that absolutely beautiful 13-second knockout championship fight. We know that is what he's good for. He will wait. As soon as you really want to fucking drop one, you cannot catch him. He will make you pay. So does Max Holloway try and put him away to prove you're not in this game anymore? I'm not the 21-year-old that I was once upon a time. I don't know. Now, Conor, let's be honest. He was amazing at the lower weight. He was beautiful. He didn't look heavy. He was very light on the feet. Karate stance McGregor, quick, fast twitch. Everything about him was beautiful. We've seen him break down Cowboy Cerrone, whatever it is. Now, was that with his hands a little bit? But it was that shoulder, that deadly, in the clinch shoulder. Might have seen it before, but it's the first time it's really been on show. So 3 rounds works better for Conor, right? It does. He can be patient, more patient, throw harder. He can throw more through 3 rounds. We know that when Conor gets towards those later rounds, in championship rounds, the gas tank sort of starts to dwell down. It does a little bit. So through 3 rounds, it favours Conor a bit more. Through 5, it favours Holloway because he's done it more, right? Again, let's not forget, Conor has been out of the fight game for 5 years. That can do a lot to a person. Think about McGregor when he fought Poirier the last time. He had a big break there somewhere, and he didn't look as good as he did. I hope we see karate stance McGregor. It'll fix everything. The power in his hands. Does it affect Holloway at this heavier weight as much as it did at 145? These answers will be shown on the night. So, does 170 favour Holloway more or McGregor more? We don't have those answers, but we will find out. Does Max win? I believe Max needs to start early. He needs to not fight at Conor's pace, because we know that by fighting at Conor's range, at his pace, he will control the fight. He will take control, and if you are not starting early and quick with Conor, there's really no coming back. Standing at kicking range, we know Conor's got very good striking. We know his kicks are beautiful. So standing at range doesn't work for Max. He needs to get in there, make it dirty. He cannot respect the counter punch coming from McGregor. If he respects that and tries to stay away, and he does it, I know I said it earlier, that by really trying to contribute, really force that power hand, it may do no good for him. But if he is not trying to make a statement, that can also affect him. Because if he shows to Conor that he is dangerous, that's normally where things start to go down for most fighters that have fought McGregor. Another point, we know Holloway's got a chin. We've only ever seen him get knocked out by Poirier, which again, he took a lot of punishment before that knockout came. Can McGregor do the same? I don't think so. Gives Holloway another reason to sort of put pressure on. Really do not respect Conor's power, because you've got the chin, you're at a heavier weight, which means you can probably take more punishment. Really sit down on those punches, get in the pocket, and just throw. Needs to force defensive reactions. What I mean is by making McGregor respect your striking. We've seen that when he was fighting Khabib, as soon as Khabib started having success in the striking, Conor took a back step. We all know what happened in that fight. Let's be honest. When you can get it off, sit down on it and fire it. When you can't, keep the pressure up. Right? Don't take a step back. Do not fight at his pace. Make him be defensively sound. Right? Make him have to respect your game. Make him fight your fight. How does Conor win? We know. We've seen it. Like I keep touching on, karate stance McGregor. Right? Conor makes him fight at his pace, makes him respect the pull counter, his lead hands, everything, the kicks, the high kicks. If we see walking down high guard McGregor, I don't think that's the way. He needs to fight like they did when they were younger. Conor cannot go out there trying to prove a point. It's what we want to see. We want to see him go in there, 3 rounds, take away a
I'd like to
decision.
take this chance to apologize.
The
to absolutely
Mac
nobody.
is back. That's what we want to see. That's what we all want to see. The Irish fight coming up, you know? I don't think that's the way. I think he needs to be patient. He needs to control the fight, control the octagon. Wait for Holloway to come in, counter. Don't rush in to a overhand right, a big right hand from Holloway. Don't chase him, pretty much. Dictate the fight, dictate the pace, take it to a decision. The Mac is back, baby. That is the way that Conor McGregor wins. To sort of wrap this up, in full, Max Holloway, the way he wins, combos in bunches, pressure, sitting down on hands, not respecting the pace and reactions of McGregor. Does he have them reactions at 170 anymore? I don't know. Conor, pretty much the opposite. Dictate the pace, dictate the octagon, control it, counters, wait for Holloway to come in, and we will see that the Mac is back. I don't have any predictions. The predictions will happen later in the week. Who do we think we will win right now? I can't tell you. I think everyone knows who I and everyone else wants to win. I'm sorry, Holloway. I hope that you get fed to the Sharks. But do I know who's going to win? No, I don't. We will find that out on July the 12th, Australia time, July 11th. We will be breaking down press conferences, the weigh-ins, all that stuff when it comes to it. We will be doing a watch party on the 12th of July, hopefully at home, hopefully not here. But when it comes to it, we will find out. Again, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one. Peace.